Okay, so today we're going to be doing top to bottom analysis on Eurjpy. Starting from the 1 month time frame. We'll start by defining our monthly or higher time frame support and resistance levels, which will act as our zones. So this is a monthly zone. We have another monthly zone here. Sorry, let's phrase it. Sorry, we have a monthly zone here. Okay, so now let's go down to here. And also draw a trend line across these 2 points like this. This is our monthly trend line. And also draw another trend line like this from here to here. We also have another monthly zone here. Okay, so let's switch down to the weekly time frame and do the same things. Identify our zones, identify our trend lines. So we have this one here. This is a weekly. This is a weekly zone. We have another zone here. This is another weekly zone. And there's no clear trend lines that can be drawn. So switch down to the daily time frame. And just as we switch down to the daily time frame, you can see that I can draw a trend line. From here to here. I can draw a trend line like this. Hold on. So this trend line has been validated. So together for me to draw a trend line like this. This is a daily trend line. I can also draw another trend line across these 2 points like this. So this is another daily trend line. We have a zone here. We have a daily zone here. As you can see, the reason why this is a daily zone is because you have price bouncing off once, twice, meaning that this level has acted as a support level 2 times in a row, making it to be a relevant zone. You can even see, since we went back in time, you can drag this to here, and you can see that this is actually a point of resistance that became a point of support later on, making it to be a very valid zone. Seems to be a zone here as well. But the price action seems to be too far from it. So let's not mark those ones out. We have clearly have a zone here. This is another daily zone. Okay, so now that we've identified our zone and daily time frame, the next thing that we're going to do is to identify our trend origin. Our trend origin essentially the point where, because of all the market structure that we have, our trend origin is the point where the trend begins on the daily time frame. Whenever a new trend begins on the daily time frame, we mark it out our trend origin typically. So now that we've marked out our trend origin, next thing to also do is to identify our higher highs and our higher lows, or our swing highs and our swing lows. So we have an impulsive move here, a correctional move here, an impulsive move here, a correctional move here, an impulsive move here, a correctional move here, an impulsive here, a correctional here, impulsive, correctional, and then an impulsive all the way here. So the next thing we should be expecting is a correctional to be followed up by an impulsive move. So next thing we're going to do is identify our swing highs and our swing lows. So this is our higher low. This is another higher low. This is another higher low. This is another higher low. We have here another higher low. And that's it. So now we identify our higher highs. So we have a higher high here. Followed by another higher high. Followed by another higher high. Followed by another higher high. Okay, so that's it. So let's delete this. So price is currently in an impulsive move. So we expect price to switch to a correctional move. Alright, because after an impulsive move comes a correctional move. So we'll identify, we'll highlight this point, this point, this point, this point. Then we'll go down to the 4-hour time frame and we'll see if there's any pattern that appears across these points. If there's any pattern that appears across these points, then we'll be looking out for that pattern as evidence that the trend, that the correction, that the impulsive move is about to end. So what kind of pattern can I notice here? Well, for starters, price is very clearly in a range because there's a support level. Let's just say from around here, there's a support level that price finds difficult to break through. But price does not get past, it gets much below this level. If you're checking it off. So that's one pattern. Another is that we have an M pattern here. A small W inside of it. We have an M pattern here. And after the M pattern appeared, price tanked to its lowest low. So looking here, we have another M pattern here. Then we have another M pattern here. We have an M pattern here. And this M pattern has a small W inside of it as well. We have an M pattern here. But we also have another M pattern but this one is not a properly formed M pattern because the right leg is higher than the left leg. But we do have that M pattern there. But the problem with this is that price continues up immediately after the M pattern forms. So even though this M pattern appears, it did not actually signify the beginning of the correction above. It was a fake out towards the end. So right now the current price has done this, price has done this, price has done this. So if price comes back down here, that means that we have our big end pattern and we should be selling this pair. And not just that, if we switch to the line chart, we can see that we have an end pattern here. We also have another end pattern here. We also have another end pattern here. So that means that we have two small end patterns that are formed and this big end pattern. So based on the small end patterns that have appeared here, and especially considering that these two end patterns that have appeared on the same level of price, as I could say, on the same support level, sorry, on the same resistance level, two end patterns have appeared. So I could actually enter this trade directly here. My stop loss around here, my target here. But at the same time, I should also be expecting that when this big end pattern forms, price will sell. So my target will be extended somewhere between these two support and resistance levels. So this is essentially my final estimate for Eurjpy based on my technical analysis, based on market structure and all those stuff. So yeah, this is it for top to bottom analysis on Eurjpy.